Excuse me. What up, ladies and gentlemen? Here we are.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
How's everybody doing, man? Welcome, 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 welcome. Here we go.
Good evening.
It's good to see y'all on this beautiful Wednesday. Sort of a beautiful Wednesday. We'll get into the topic of the day, but I just want to first, let me see who's here today. My man Machiavelli, what is the deal? What is going on with you? Mere Depth, my man Gorilla Strong. My man Gorilla Strong, he be coming with his son. He be on. Thank you, Gorilla. I appreciate the support. Who else we got? My man Bananas, what's the deal? Bananas, you're definitely gonna wanna hang out today because today's episode was pretty much inspired by a comment that you made. So we're gonna get into that in a little bit. My man John Milburn, what up, baby? The Machiavelli, Mere Depth. I saw some new names. Where was it? Bill Shapiro's in the building. My man Raymond P. Slavinsky, what is the deal? Welcome, welcome. We are here live from the lab. We do this every Wednesday, 6 p.m. on the West, 9 p.m. on the East, or whatever time slot is available to you from your area. Excuse me on that one. Okay. Everything's going good, John Milburn. So yes, Gorilla Strong, thank you for that. Today we, in the hip hop community, suffered a loss with the homie Lord Sear. I've known Lord Sear, my goodness, for a very long time. From the Stretch and Bobbito days in the early 90s, all the way up until his passing. Lord Sear was one of those dudes that he had what I can say about Sear is that he had an enormous sense of humor. He loved hip hop and he was loved in the community. And obviously everything from him being CM down, uptown Manhattan, with the likes of like Curious George and other members, to being a member of the Stretch and Bobbito show, especially from the beginning until, they went in another direction. But I send thoughts and prayers to his loved ones, his family. He's gonna be missed by a lot of people, and man, it's surreal. When it's somebody that you've came up in the game with, it's always weird when their time has come, you know what I mean? And so on that note, just rest in peace, Lord Sear, baby. We love you. Thank you, John Milburn. Lord Sear, Lord Big Al, Stack Cheddar. He not only was there when I first came up on the Stretch and Bobbito show, but he was also a label mate on Fondle 'Em. He had a single out on Fondle 'Em as well. And yeah, I'm probably gonna bring up his name a few times during this podcast, but rest in peace, Lord Sear. Yes, what's up, Thomas Cross? What's the deal? What's going on, everybody? Okay, so man, we here. It's been a couple of weeks now since we released the first qunique and Repmatic song, Cypher Up. It's good. That's the first single. That is the official first single and official first video for our album, which is the QR code, which will be coming on later on this year, dropping later this year. And the next single actually comes out on the 27th. I'll be letting you know that one's gonna have a featured artist on it, and you'll know the week of the release. Next week on the 20th, brand new Mother Fuzz single dropping. And we're actually getting closer to that album being complete and coming out as a complete album. So definitely stay tuned for that. Thank you, Gorilla Strong. Thank you. For those that don't know about Mother Fuzz is currently the rock band that I've been working outside of hip hop. You know, for those that know about what I do in rock, I've had Stillwell, I've had Rodimus, I've had King's Bounty, which became Soul Gun, and currently I am working on Mother Fuzz. So thank you to those that have been listening and leaving dope comments. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. For real. Thank you, Michi. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Welcome, Michi. Welcome for being here. Did I hear something else? No. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Gorilla Strong. And thank you, Michi, for that. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I have a question about Stillwell. I didn't get to it last time. Somebody brought it up in the last episode. And how do you guys feel about a possible Stillwell drop? I'm just curious. I don't want to confuse things. It was just something that I thought about. K-Phase, what's up, baby? Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I really do. I really do appreciate that. Aside from that, if this is your first time here, please hit that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it, on top of the fact that I also appreciate your support. Thank you, Gorilla Strong, for getting the machine rolling through the super chat, super stickers, super gifts. Thank you very much for your support. And if you want to support any further, just hit up my website, qunique.com, q-unique.com. Got all the merch there, all the music, all the videos, everything is there. Everything that you need to be updated on. So thank you in advance for all of that. Now let us get going. Not now, Gorilla. I will. First of all, get prepared for later on in the episode because you demanded it. We got to get it going right now. Let's drop this bomb right here. Look what I got, son. I got a shrink-wrapped box of Yo MTV rap cards. We're going to be cracking this baby open. Now, I'm not going to crack every pack open. We're going to do that through the course of the episodes. But, so first of all, we got it sealed. Factory seal has not been opened, right? So we'll be revealed. We'll pick a card deck. We'll pick a deck randomly and open it. And when you play, so now, when you place an order on qunique.com to specific merch, not all the merch, so the Q-Unique tag shirt, the Vengeance is Mine coin, the posters, the Mechanic CD, the Vengeance is Mine CD, the pin, you'll get a little sum of free UMTV rap cards, randomly selected. So if you get a Vanilla Ice or whatever like that, enjoy it. That's all I gotta say. But we're gonna be cracking this baby open towards later on in the show tonight. All right, so pay attention to that, okay? Gorilla ain't crazy, man. Exactly, John Milburn. We gonna have some fun with this. Make a Gorilla house of cards. Make a vanilla. I didn't say good. I said Gorilla, but I meant vanilla. That's funny, man. Okay, so. Because my man Bananas made a comment, what I got over here, I got this makeshift crate. And I'm not like, I don't have like a vast or massive vinyl collection. That's not what I have. I have a pretty decent vinyl collection, but it's not like DJ Eclipse. DJ Eclipse has like tens of thousands of records in his stash. I don't have that. But I have some things that I want to share. There you go, Thomas Cross. There you go. Edwin, what's the deal, son? All right, so I'm gonna go into the crate right now. I'm gonna pick my first record right here. Okay, so it's funny. We just talked about Mother Fuzz. Now, one of the biggest one of the biggest influences, inspirations, however you want to word it, for my rock music is this. Thank you, Bananas. That's what's up. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Is this band right here, Soundgarden. Soundgarden is one of the most important bands of. Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate that. Soundgarden is one of the more important bands for my career, for what I do in rock. Chris Cornell has always been an influence, and as I mentioned, I was fortunate enough to have met him backstage while I was on the road with Korn. I didn't say anything to him, just gave him, what's up and kept it moving. But anyway, that's not what we're getting into. So this specific single is Hands All Over, Come Together, and Heretic, and Big Dumb Sex. And this is an interesting pressing because it obviously came out during Louder Than Love. Look at it, the way the gate folds open. It's almost like it's crazy, man. It's like really cool, this vinyl. It's like a power single or I forgot what they used to call those. Something single. What did they used to call that, man? Anyway, I don't remember. But you got a couple of pictures of a young Soundgarden. My man Kim Thiel with the Bad Brains shirt. Everybody's in the building. Look at that. Cameron, it's just amazing. And then you open it some more. Look at this, man. This is the fold for this vinyl, man. This is crazy. I gotta back up. Look at all the pictures you get from this. That's still the cover. Boom, right? I don't know if you've ever seen this before. And here's the vinyl. I guess this is it's a little bigger, it's a little less than a 12. It's like a 10-inch almost, I think. Right there. There. Look, that's upside down. Let's get that back in there. But this was Louder Than Love type stuff. So this is way back in the day. Soundgarden. From what I understood too, it's Chris Cornell was one of the earlier artists to come out of the scene. So he was like a mayor back then, man. And I even think Jerry Cantrell had a crash at his house at one point. So Chris knew everybody, man. And there you go, Soundgarden. Maxi single, that was the name. This is a maxi single on vinyl, I guess. Very, very beautiful. Special edition 4-track EP. That's what it's an EP, 4-track EP on vinyl, ladies and gentlemen. That's the Soundgarden joint that I have right there. I do not have Billie Eilish, Micahs, but, what are you going to do? I know, right? It's an awesome package. It's amazing. You know what I mean? All right, let's put that over there for now. All right, next pick is, now we're going to stay within the Soundgarden. I never opened this. My homie Mike DeJean gave me this as a gift because he knew that I was a Soundgarden fan. This is still in the shrink wrap. I think this came out during a vinyl day, record store day. Record store day. And this is 5 live sound checks from the 1996 tour, limited edition, 10-inch colored vinyl. I never opened this. And it has, side 1 is No Attention, Never the Machine Forever, Waiting for the Sun, and side 2 is Room 1,000 Years Wide and Somewhere. Beautiful, beautiful Soundgarden work right there. Still in the shrink wrap. I'm probably never going to open this, so that's the deal with those pieces of vinyl. So there, I think I got, let me see. All right, we got one more Soundgarden right here. This one... It's a little jacked. Obviously, I've had this for a while. I picked this one up. This is Jesus Christ Pose from off the Bad Motorfinger album, of course. Into the Void is on here as well. And what's special about this vinyl, man, and my cover's all dogged up. It's all ripped. But what I love about this particular vinyl is, look, there's a Jesus Christ posed, etched on the vinyl. That is insane. Like, look at that. Crazy, man. Like, it's hard to see it, but it looks beautiful, man. Like, that's amazing. No label on the front. Just an amazing, like, beautiful packaging. Like, amazing, man. Amazing. I never met M80. Okay, so that's my Soundgarden little thing right there. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the little plug for Soundgarden. Hold on. Right, here it is. This one. Okay, there we go. What's next? Oh, I had to pick this one. So we're gonna go back in time. Oh, thank you, Gorilla. I appreciate that. We're going to get into that, Machiavelli. We're going to get it. We got everything. I'm covering everything. Yes, John Milburn, Soundgarden it's one of my, for me, it's top five of all time. So going into hip hop now, I had to pull this. This is out of respect, but it's to show you everybody has a beginning. Here's the genius, Come Do Me. This is before Liquid Swords. This is before 36 Chambers. This is when he was solo on Cold Chillin'. This was one of his first joints. This is when the label was trying to push him into doing things that he probably didn't want to do. That's just how the game was back then. Here's the back cover right there. You see the Cold Chillin', you see the Genius looking all fly and shit, right? And so that's Genius's first 12-inch right there. Crazy, right? It's got the chick. You won't see him do shit like that. And I get it, because, we all have crazy beginnings. And this is the Jizz's beginning, way before 36 Chambers and Liquid Swords, which, to me, Liquid Swords, to me, is one of the greatest hip-hop albums ever made. And it comes from humble beginnings right here. And he was on Cold Chillin'. That's with Kane and G-Rap and all of that, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy history right there. Next. Oh, okay, this is a digger right here. All right, I gotta give me a second to get it out, the plastic. So, yes, John Milburn, that was before Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers, and before Liquid Swords. That's like when he got signed him and RZA got signed as solo artists, and they both did like what you would consider girls, like try to cater to the women type music, you know what I mean? Like, and obviously they flipped it and became their own men and all of that. Thank you, Thames. Thank you very much. K Thames in the building. Thank you for your support, baby. Okay. This next one, you got to really know your hip hop. This is the homie Futura, the graffiti legend. Graffiti legend Futura, and he put out his own single back in, what year is this? Man, I hope they have a year on, but this is like, okay, it says up here, 1982. Now, for those that don't know Futura is a graffiti legend. So do your homework on that. Futura 2000. Today you would know him by the toys, his Nike Dunk collabs, his gear, his artwork on canvas, all of that. Like, Futura is an icon and a legend in hip hop. And from what I understand, what's crazy is Fab Five Freddy did the backing vocals on here, and the graffiti legend Dondi, may he rest in peace, is also on here. And it was produced, this shit right here, to make it even more crazier, was produced by The Clash, the iconic, one of my all-time favorite bands, the iconic band, punk band, one of the most important bands in the world. Look, it says it right there, all the information that I just said. Boom. Futura, man. I don't think, it's not colored. It's regular vinyl, but Futura even popped out, man. It's crazy, right? Crazy. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Okay, let me, I don't want to make too much of a mess because I got to put this shit back. I'm not familiar with Op Ivy, man. I'm going to need some, The Only Band That Matters. You know the deal. You know the deal, son. Send me some links on Ivy. All right, this one I had to pick because of the history. Now, I didn't do my total homework on this, but I do know this for a fact. This right here is the very first Def Jam Records pressing. Tila Rock, Jazzy J, it's yours. This is the very first release they ever put out on Def Jam. And on the back, you can see Tila Rock on the vocals, Jazzy J on the turntables, written by Special K and T-Rock. Special K from the Treacherous 3. Beats programmed by Rick Rubin. That's the drums, probably on a drum machine, obviously. Produced by Rick Rubin. Co-produced by Special K and Jazzy J. Cover art by Rick Rubin. Edited by Weems. Here's all the information right there. Party Time Def Jam record recordings. The very first. Thank you, Gorilla. I'm still going through the music suggestions. I got it all written down, so I will give you my synopsis on another episode. The very first Def Jam, Tila Rock, it's yours. Boom. Okay, next. Where we going? Oh, I had to pick this because this is crazy. Hold up, let me see. Okay. I was very fortunate with this. I happened to be at a hip-hop event. No, wait. Let me rephrase that. I was told that this group was going to be at this, like, throwback jam. So I dug into my crates, grabbed this, and I got Kango from UTFO, Roxanne, bang, bang. One of the most biggest hip-hop singles from the 80s, right? And I got Kango, may he rest in peace, to give a little autograph, little signature right there for your boy Q, to qunique from Kango Kid. Yo, may he rest in peace. For those that know their hip-hop history, this single was huge in the early 80s. This was a big one, man. Like, so there you go, UTFO, rest in peace. The Educated Rapper, rest in peace, Kango Kid. An amazing, iconic image. I believe, did Full Force? Yes, the band, the R&B group, Full Force produced this. They also produced Lisa and the Cult Jam. And they have their own singles as well. So this is dope, man. And what's crazy is they got the fan club joint right there. Remember those days, fan clubs, you send in a little letter and shit? This is crazy right here. What up, Dread of New York, son? Salute to you, baby. Peace to the gods. There we go. Okay. We digging. This one's a two-parter. And it's a two-parter because most people don't know that there's two parts to this. This is Beat Street, the soundtrack. One of the more important hip-hop movies. Hollywood touched it up a bit. It's not like Wild Style's my favorite. But this definitely gets mentioned as also one of my favorites as well. But not as much as Wild Style. But Beat Street is the shit. And this is disc 1. Nobody knew that there was a disc 2. So it's actually a double album set. Most people usually have this, but there's both. This one has Christmas rapping on it. There's the back, all the different songs on it. So album 1 has the Beat Street Breakdown with Melly Mel. Beat Street Breakdown! Ah! And Baptized the Beat, Strangers in a Strange World. Frantic Situation. It was a frantic situation with the Soul Sonic Force and Shango. Little side note, Ahmed, who was in the group Shango in the movie Beat Street, that you could see him, ended up becoming my manager later on in my career, like in the 90s. He was also a member of Zulu with me. Beat Street Strut, Us Girls, This Could Be the Night, Breakers Revenge, Tu Cariño. Then over here you got Son of Beat Street, Give My All, Nothing's Gonna Come Easy, Santa's Rap. That's the joint with the Treacherous 3. You know what I mean? That's important. It's All Right by Me. Battle Cry, that's when they uprock. Phony for MCs, whatever, Into the Night. But the 2 Beat Street soundtrack vinyls, you got to get on to that right there, man. Who's the Man is a dope soundtrack. Yes, yes, John Milburn, for real. Yes, to Machiavelli. Here we go, here we go. We're going to keep it going. All right, so since I was on the East Coast with that one, I had to be proper and go to the West and get the Breakin' soundtrack. Boom, right there. There's no stopping us. There we go. Got Boogaloo Shrimp, Ozone, Lucinda Dickey on the cover. Got some images on the back. What do we got on here? Do they got, yeah. Breakin', There's No Stopping Us, which was a massive hit for them. Freak Show on the Dance Floor, Bodywork, 99. I didn't know that was on there. That's crazy. Showdown, that's a dope beat. Heart of the Beat, Street People, Cut It, Ain't Nobody. Ooh, that's a dope one with Shaka Khan and Reckless. Boom, right there. The Breakin', well, let me go right there. The Breakin' soundtrack. Freshness, man. Freshness. I got the old school joint, man. Q Dance with a Broom. I used to do, my breakdance name back in the day was Hollow Man, because I used to do thag hollow back pose solo to the ground. That's crazy, Edwin. Judgment Night was a dope one. Yes, yes. I know I'm digging, but I don't know if I go. Oh, okay. Now this next one, Bananas, you get props, man. You thought of this episode, so you get props. This next one is gonna trip y'all out because I'm revealing one of my little secrets, but you could have just read the liner notes and figured it out for yourself because we paid for the sample. So, the Arsonist's third single when we were on Fondle 'Em, which also became a song and a single, I believe, when we put out As the World Burns, was the song Blaze, right? This is where I got the sample from. It's a soundtrack to the musical version of War of the Worlds. So right here is where I got the sample for when I made the track Blaze for the Arsonist. This is crazy because here's the gatefold. The artwork is just beautiful. Right there. Boom. Oh, wait, right here. Boom. Right there. It's hard for me to operate. I'll get this camera work done. Right? And then it has a little booklet. I didn't lose the booklet. Right there. It's got like all different artwork in it. The ooze from the aliens. I guess these are like lyrics and notes about the play. Here's the aliens dying. Really fresh artwork. The actors in the radio. The actors in the radio, boom. Which included Richard Burton, who's a iconic actor. Phil Lynott from, what's the name of that band, B? Stutters. What band was he in? He was a bass player. Vinnie Paz's favorite band. I know, K-Tames. It's crazy, right? Okay, we're gonna keep on digging while Stutters does his work. Okay, this one I had to pick because I've always felt that this band in the 90s did something so special, and it felt like they did something special, and then they just ended up, in my opinion, disappearing, which I'm not sure if that's totally accurate, but I'm talking about Portishead and their first album, Dummy, which is a beautiful mix of like soul, hip hop, dusty breakbeats and cuts and just her vocals, everything about this album is just beautiful if you haven't listened to it. This album, Thin Lizzy, of course, Edwin, thank you, baby. Thin Lizzy, Edwin got the answer right there. Edwin for the save. He got you, Stutters. So if you've never heard this album, I suggest you put it in your playlist and get on some good flour and throw this on, man. It's gonna take you on a nice fucking moody ride, man. This is a beautiful album. I had to pick this one. Shout out to Portishead. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now I'm gonna go further back before all of us touch this earth. I have to, because this band, to me, is important. Not to everyone, but to me, they are. And I'm talking, and I had to pick this one in particular because it comes from my parents, their crates, and me taking it from them. I'm talking about the Beatles and the Magical Mystery Tour album. Now, this album doesn't usually get the mention. I picked this album because one of the more important Beatles songs, in my opinion, and to me, a song that's easily one of the greatest written songs of all time, Strawberry Fields, is on this album here. Now, what makes this, man, this album is so torn up, I have to like remove the vinyl for a second. What makes this particular thing, because it was my parents', was that it still has the booklet in it that shows the images of, there's Paul McCartney, there's Ringo. It's like images of the movie Magical Mystery Tour. There's Paul and Ringo again. There's them performing The Walrus somewhere in England. There's John, I think George, yep, right there. So I'm not hating on Tego, man. Tego's a G, son, Edwin. So this album right here, I love this album. I love the Beatles. I'm a big Beatle fan, and that album just has yeah, goo goo choo. That's right, baby, the Walrus, baby. Okay, now we're gonna get back into the hip hop swing of things. And I only picked this album not only because this group is so dope, but because I still had it in the shrink wrap. So check this out. The first Alcoholics album, still in the shrink wrap, 21 and over. Such an iconic album, such a dope crew, dope group, dope songs. My favorite was Only When I'm Drunk off of this joint. I think they went nuts on it. Loud Records. They were part of that whole influx of just dope releases that Loud was throwing out to the planet. Just sick music. And the Alcoholics had just dope flow, just a dope concept. Everything about what they did on this album is just great. Mad love to the Alcoholics. Still in the shrink wrap, son. Shout out to Tash. Jordan, what's the deal, son? Liquid, man. Thank you, Bill Shapiro. Thank you. I got the White Album, John Milburn. I just picked that because, you know what? I should have picked the White Album. I have it in the stash. It was my parents, and I have all the original 8x10s of the Beatles that came with the White Album. Pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy. I showed this on an episode, but I wanted to show it again. I don't have the cover. I have the cover framed, and it's on the wall, and it's signed by this artist. But this is Big Daddy Kane's first album, Long Live the Kane. The reason why I picked this vinyl is because I told the story. So my brother, James, may he rest in peace. He's my brother who I talk about in different songs. He passed away. He's my younger brother. When we were kids, I had like a bullshit turntable in our room, and I started buying vinyl. And one of the vinyls was Long Live the Kane. My brother, what he would do when I would go out and hang, he would take my vinyl, whichever one, and he'd put it on, he'd play it and listen to it, and sometimes he would try to learn how to scratch. But unfortunately, it wasn't a Technique 1200 or any of the new joints. It was like a bullshit record player that had like the cassette and all of that. And so when he would scratch, the other side would get damaged. So I had to go and buy this again. So I have a damaged copy, and then I had another copy. But when I bought this copy, it had Big Daddy Kane's press release in the fucking vinyl, which that's crazy. So it sounds like it's speaking of Kane, like when he started. So the record labels would send this to the radio shows and whoever was gonna play it. It says media information. If they were gonna interview him, if they didn't know who Big Daddy Kane was, they would get this. Now, I have one of these along with an autographed copy of Long Live the Kane from the great Big Daddy Kane. Insane, man, insane. Yes, I did, Jordan. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It was crazy. King T got it bad. Yes, that beat is crazy. I do remember the old 45s. I was gonna pick some and show them, but I had enough for this episode to go through like all the bigger albums, man. Yes, Amando, I know. I saw King T at a New Year's party thrown by my man Russell Peters, man. It was just really surreal. Save Savage, what's the deal, baby? Good to see you, man. Thank you for being here. I know you gotta run. Where we at? Thank you, Jordan. All right, so yes. There we go. All right, I'm catching up to all you. That's dope, Imando. That's dope. Okay, next vinyl. Now, what was it? Last episode, I was talking about The Source magazine, and I didn't pull this out. I'm gonna pull it out now. So one of the creators of The Source magazine, his name was John Schechter, and I met, and he was actually a friend of mine. I haven't spoken to him in a long time, but he was one of the first original co-creators of The Source magazine. Now, what most people don't know, he's a Harvard graduate, and what most people don't know is that before he had The Source magazine, John Schechter himself was a rapper. And here is his single that he put out. That is, this guy right here is John Schechter. He's wearing a Harvard University shirt right there, and that is the co-creator of The Source magazine right there, John Schechter. And I have his attempt at starting a rap career, which he quickly pivoted and started one of the most iconic hip-hop magazines, if not the most important hip-hop magazine of all time, The Source. Mr. John Schechter right there. Boom! Boom, right there, baby. My man Presto's in the building. Is he? Thank you, Jordan. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. Next. Oh, I had to do this because most people don't know about this. Some people do. So before Shecky Green, there you go. Edwin with the assist. So for most people that don't know, before Biz put out his first album, The Diabolical, going off, all of that, we had this. This was one of the earlier Bismarck releases. I wanted to share this because it's one of those early releases from the crack era that was just so important. Both participants, TJ Swan and Bismarck, who are both on this cover, both passed away sadly. May they both rest in peace. You got the Biz Dance on here, 1, 2, They're Coming My Way, plus the dubs. Man, this Make the Music with Your Mouth Biz right here, man. This is like iconic, very important crack era hip hop. Just piece of history right here, man. We all love Biz and we all greatly miss him, man. Not only was he one of the best entertainers on stage, but he was just important behind the scenes with connecting the dots and everything like that. So, and he was just a beautiful person. Yeah, that's right there. This was actually the first Bismarck joint right here going off. And in the back, him and Cool V, boom, right there, man. So I love Bismarck, man. Just an amazing hip hop right there. Serge, what's the deal, son? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Edwin. Thank you, thank you. Yes, yes, we all on the same head. There we go. That's what's up, Bill Shapiro. That's what's up. All right, what do we got next? Okay, now we're gonna dive into some of the indie joints. Not a few here and there. It's not gonna be consecutive. So a lot of people know about my homies, my graduating class. So you have the arsonist, you have nonfiction, and then you have company flows. So what's important about this joint right here, this came out before Funk Crusher Plus. This was their independent release before they signed the deal with Rawkus. And so this is like an earlier, like, you know, look at that, the see-through joints right there. You got Equals. Wait, no. Boom. You got Corners, Crazy Kings, the Definitive. Lencrocrism. Sorry, man, I'm going quick to read y'all. Vital Nerve, Silence, Bad Touch Example, 8 Steps. So this was like a double EP almost. Double vinyl EP right there. Yep, just the Funk Crusher EP. Thank you, Bill Shapiro, for the assist right there. This is the joint right here. Yeah, K-Fames, yep. All is good now, though, but there you go. The very first Co-Flow release before they signed. Okay, this one was an interesting pick for me. Get it out the plastic. And I only picked it, I guess because the homie hooked it up. But this is Diamond D's second album right here. And, you know, you can see qunique, Peace, Diamond D right there. Diamond D's second album. There's some dope tracks on here, man. Hatred, Passions, and Infidelity. Diamond's beats on here shine as usual. Some really dope songs. I love this, the love song, this one, where Busta Rhymes is going, this one, right motherfucking here. This one, the beat on there is really dope. I think that might be the remix. I don't remember because I haven't listened to this album in a while, but Diamond D's second album right there. That's a dope one right there. There we go. Thank you, Edwin. I appreciate that. Thank you, Thomas Cross. Thank you. All right, we're gonna keep on going here. I gotta move some of these vinyls over, son. Yo, Stutters, come to the rescue real quick. Move these over there, please, to that corner right there. Thank you. I don't want to make a mess. Okay, I revealed this one last time on the show, but you know, we were picking some gems and not everybody. What up, Spoon? What's the deal, baby? You're just in time. Well, you're in the middle, so we still got plenty to go. So if you hear this hang, get to chill a little bit. Here we go. So we got, all right, let's put this right. We got Eminem's first EP before he signed with Dre and became one of the biggest artists on the fucking planet. This was the joint right here that Paul, his manager, personally brought to Fat Beats, and we put them on consignment. This is one of the joints that was handed, and I snatched that shit up. This is the Eminem joint, man. This is an iconic Just Don't Give a Fuck, all 3 versions. Low Down Dirty, Just the Two of Us, and Just Don't Give a Fuck a cappella. This is the Slim Shady EP. A lot of people know that this is an iconic release from such a great artist. So there's the joints right there, man. Boom. No, I still got more. That's the Eminem joint. Oh, let's put that over there. Okay, what we got next? What we got coming up next, man? Okay, I showed this one on an episode 2, but of course, because we show a little bit of my gems and shit, I wanted to show this again. This is a very important single. This rapper, this MC, this lyricist is just extremely important. I'm talking about the God Rock Him with Eric B. This is the official first release on Zakia Records before they signed to 4th and Broadway. Right there, Zakia Records. 1986, the date. 1986. Eric B is for president. And what's crazy is when I met Rakim years later, I got him to sign the vinyl right there. He put Q and Rakim on the vinyl. And I got to get this joint framed. This is just too important. Rakim must have been 17 years old when he wrote this rhyme. Now, go back and listen to the lyrics of this and My Melody and think he was 17 when he wrote that. For everything from his cadence, his vocal tone, the lyrics, the delivery, the pocket, he changed the way we approach the beat, and he was 17. That's insane. Period. Yes, there you go, there you go. Yes, no, what's up, baby? You good? Good to see you. Okay, this one's a little bit of a funny one that I had to pick because most people don't even know that this happened. The great comedian Eddie Murphy has two brothers. One of them passed away, Charlie Murphy, sadly, may he rest in peace, who I met, by the way, and who, Charlie Murphy, I did an interview on Hot 97 in New York when my first solo album came out, and they played One Shot on the air. It was me and Crazy Legs. Crazy Legs brought me up to Hot 97. And who was the guest that day? Charlie Murphy. And what did he ask for? He wanted a copy of One Shot, so I gave him the vinyl copy, which I wish I had like a CD single instead, because I wasn't sure if he had a turntable. Anyway, what's crazy is the information I'm gonna give right now. So this is Eddie Murphy's other brother, Vernon, and he put out a rap record during the crack era called Ain't Nothing to It. And the name of the crew was the Canine Posse. And Charlie Murphy was an executive producer to this single. Right there, you can see the information right there. Boom. Charlie Murphy, executive producer. It's crazy, man. You don't even know. Like this is Eddie Murphy's brother spitting a little. Now, he was cool. Like when I was a kid, I thought this song was cool. I haven't listened to it in a long time. I probably still appreciate it just for more nostalgic reasons. But it was a dope attempt. I thought he could have kept on going. The beat was dope. So here you go, right here. Shut up, bitch. Yeah, that is funny. He's protecting his brother. All right, a lot of y'all are fans. So I had to pick this one right here. I had to pick this. Man. Oof. Talking about the first KMD album, Mr. Hood, Mr. Hood. There we go. For those that know, KMD obviously evolved into the solo talent, the greatly missed MF Doom. There we go. Zev Love X becomes MF Doom. There's the images. May they rest in peace. Sub Rock, MF Doom. Boom, look at that, man. Beautiful. The very first album right there, man. Something that I'm very happy to own. First KMD joint. Y'all know the deal. Of course, no, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I did, Edwin. I just told Gorilla that I'm going to do a little report for y'all when I get through the whole list, because I wrote everything down on paper. So we'll get to that list. Okay, this one is a 1-2 puncher right here. I might have shown this on the episode that I did for this brother, but now we're here to give flowers to both. I'm talking about the first Organized Confusion album. Now, for those that don't know, this is actually a very rare pressing. This is their first album. There's the imagery in the back. Look at the young Pharoah Monch, young Prince Poe right there. I think this album is a classic. This is a very important hip-hop album in total. I think this is a well-produced, well-executed album. I love this album. I still listen to this album occasionally. Great album. And what I wanted, there's the 1-2 punch. I still have this in the shrink wrap. This is the Stress single. I have the Stress album, of course. This is the Stress single still in the shrink wrap. I have never opened this. I'm sure somebody would want that. Thank you, Gorilla Strong, baby. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support, baby. Organize the great and important organized confusion. That is the joint right there. I love organized confusion, baby. Oh, okay. This one's. Yes, he is, Michi. Thank you. No, I appreciate that. Thank you, Michi. Thank you. What's my favorite snack? Okay. Man. Let me think about that. Man, you got me on that one. Man, you know, I don't be snacking like everybody else, son. That's why I'm kind of pressed. I'm on some health food shit, man. You know, I'm kind of boring in that way, son. There's these protein donuts that I be digging. Vegan protein donuts, they so good. Yeah, I don't snack like everybody else's, man. I'm a pain in the ass when it comes to that, man. I'm gonna have to get you some names. I'm gonna have to get back to your question, Peanuts. That's what's up. No, thank you. I'm like a protein bar dude. Whenever I eat cookies, they have to be all of these like free of this, free of that. I shop at this health food store in Venice, and like I'm really strict with my shit, man. So So this next single, I picked it because it starts the career of another very popular MC who has since retired, but she will always be amazing to me, and that is Jean Grae. Started in this crew right here, Natural Resource, and this is their first single, They Lied, boom, and on the flip side was Negro League Baseball. And I don't know if you've ever heard this, but this was the first time any of us got to hear the great Jean Grae on this, along with her crewmates in this crew, Natural Resource. I thought they were dope. Not sure what happened, but they were always in the scene. Good crew, I love them. Much love to Natural Resource. Much love to Jean Grae. This is a very rare Ocean, yes! Thank you for that. Bill Shapiro for the save, son. Thank you. I was trying to remember his name. Yes. Edwin. Yeah, son. I gotta live that life, son, Edwin. I've been struggling, but now I'm on a good path, man. We could get into health if y'all want. I could talk about that shit for days. I know Apathy does it every once in a while, so. And I think, who does it? Somebody else does a health podcast because he's into it like that. Master Ace, I think Master Ace does it too. Anyway, for the 90s, I had to pick this. He's considered one of the greatest. He's also greatly missed. And I'm talking about the Notorious B.I.G., his first album on vinyl. I picked this. The gatefold is really cool. You know, all the information right there, Ready to Die. The back, all the information. But I picked this because I'm not sure if they still release it, but it came with a fold-out poster in the vinyl. And I always thought that was pretty sick. Something I wish I did. It's pretty cool. Keep it real. That's such a 90s phrase. Keep it real, the Notorious B.I.G. Bad Boy didn't age well, but nonetheless, the great Notorious B.I.G., Biggie Smalls, may he rest in peace right there. Thank you, no doubt. Eon, what's going on, baby? Thank you, thank you for that. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's get back into the crates. We digging. What do I got next? Ooh, this is a pretty chill one, man. So, a lot of people post this. This clip, I've seen it. This is another early 90s joint. I'm talking about, let me see if I can, the original Flavor, the first time we heard, well, kind of first and second time we heard Jay-Z, Can I Get Open? This is the actual single right here. Original Flavor, Can I Get Open? Featuring a young Sean Carter, Jay-Z. We didn't really know who he was yet. He spits fast on this, yo, well, you know, that what you would call that, like machine gun rap type joint right there. And this is the first single. I actually used to like this album a lot. I used to play this album a lot when I was a kid. So I don't know why they didn't keep, sometimes behind the scenes internal shit, but this is that joint, the first Jay-Z appearance, or first or second, because there's a Hawaiian Sophie too. But original flavor, Can I Get Open, right there. There you go, Hawaiian Sophie. There you go. Yep. There you go, Thomas. I feel you, man. Yes, it is a Stretch and Bob classic. What up, Eon? You good? Good to see you, baby. All right, next. All right, so I picked this one because it's a very unique story. So we got Isaac Hayes' Hot Buttered Soul album. And obviously, Isaac Hayes is an icon in soul music, R&B music, and in overall just music in general. And the reason why I picked this is because we, the Arsonists, we got to meet Isaac Hayes for a magazine interview, and the interviewer sat us at a dinner with Isaac Hayes. And so we got to ask Isaac Hayes questions, and he got to ask us questions. I forgot what magazine it was. I got it saved. And I've shown the image of us hanging out with Isaac Hayes, and I got him to sign an Arsonist sticker, Isaac Hayes, at the end of the interview, because I didn't bring the vinyl with me like a coconut. So there's the deal. Isaac Hayes' signature on an Arsonist sticker right there. Yes, on South Park as well. The great Isaac Hayes, ladies and gentlemen. You can't get any better than that. Yes. Thank you, Thomas. Okay, I picked this one because this is one of my all-time favorite comedians. And to most people, one of the most important comedians on the planet, an icon. He also passed away, and I'm talking about the great George Carlin. May he rest in peace. This is his album, Occupation Fool, right there. George Carlin with the long hair, a very young George Carlin, going across the whole thing, making funny faces. Really cool stuff. Welcome to my job, White Harlem. He got some funny shit, cute little farts, filthy words. George Carlin, ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest. Thank you. Thank you, Jordan. I truly appreciate you, man. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. Later, K-Fames. Thank you for stopping by. I'll catch you on the next one. I'll see you Friday. Yep, Spoon, he was deep. He was dope. Okay, I had to pull this one because Yala brought this out. I know Gorilla brought this homie up a few times, so I had to dig in. And I'm talking about my man Danny Diablo, Crown of Thorns right here. New York Hardcore Legends, Mentally Vexed album right there. One of those albums that people just love. You got the insert right there with a lot of information, a lot of history on there. One of the greatest New York hardcore bands with my homie, my brother Mike DeJean on guitar. Here's the inside right there. You got the members, you got Mike DeJean, Steve, Dimmy, and Lord Isaac in the back right there, images, some information in the linear notes, Crown of Thorns, 1996. Let me see, is it color? Yes, oh, look at the color, man. That's sick right there, baby. Crown of Thorns, Mentally Vexed. Such a dope album, such a dope group. You see, I told you, Gorilla, I was gonna come for it, man. You always bring them up, so I figured I'd pull, because I was thinking of you when I pulled this one. I was like, yeah, Gorilla always bringing up Lord Isaac, so there you go. That's dope, Bill Shapiro. I never got to see him. Simple Meat, what's going on, baby? All right, next, what do we got? Oh, man, I should have pulled the album that this was on, but nonetheless, I had to do this. Another iconic from the crack era. I'm talking about Just Ice. This is the test pressing to Just Ice's iconic Cool and Deadly album, which is entirely produced by KRS-One. I got the test pressing, which was released by Sleeping Bag Records. Just Ice, Cool and Deadly, Going Way Back is on this album. Lyric Licking, a lot of iconic songs from Just Ice, but Going Way Back was the hit on this. And what was the other one? It was Mosh It Up. Love that song. Him and KRS trading bars a la dance hall style right there. A brilliant album. Just Ice, one of the more important artists from the crack era. Salute Just Ice. Test pressing, son. A test pressing. Boom, right there, boy. Okay. Somebody mentioned this crew earlier. I had to pull this again. I've shown this on the show before, but because it's got a little bit of a little tag on it, I have to bring it back up. I'm talking about The Moment of Truth by Gangstar. As you see, they gave qunique, your boy Q, a little shout out from Guru, rest in peace, and the great, the iconic DJ Premier. Such a dope, and for me, not even almost, everything Gangstar dropped is dope. Hands down. Everything they dropped is dope. One of the most important hip hop groups ever, period. They should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Boom, the gatefold, got Guru right there in court. So sick. The back. Gangstar, Moment of Truth. I've shown it a few times, but I had to bring it out again, man. Yes, there you go. There we go. All right, let's go. Okay, this one's got a cool story to it. So I used to work at Fat Beats. I apologize if I was rude to you. We'll talk about that at another time. And one of the records I caught while coming through. No, that's a good one. I don't got that, man. That's a good pick. Jay Freedom, what's the deal, homie? Okay, so this next joint is Heather B. Heather B. Right there, right? And what's crazy is, I Get Wreck is the name of the song. What's crazy is Kenny Parker, KRS-One's brother, came through. He produced this and he wrote, "How'd you get this?" Kenny Parker, BDP, 96. Because this is a promo copy. See, when they have the slice in it like that, it's a promo, it wasn't for sale. Now, I'm not sure if this was out for sale. I just caught a copy of it and saved it. And then when Kenny Parker came through, I got him to sign it. How'd you get that? Kenny Parker, BDP. So fucking cool, man. Shout out to Heather B as well. You know what I mean? She was down with BDP right there. Yes, there you go. Above the Clouds is such a dope, Bill Shapiro is such a dope song. Such a dope song. Okay, keeping it moving. All right, I gotta save that plastic right there. So I picked this for two reasons. One, because this is another important MC, and I've been blessed to know this person, but we also share a similar situation. So this is King Son's Righteous But Ruthless album, right? King Son, another dope MC from the crack era. And here's the back. Now, the reason why I picked this is because this dude right here, that's DJ Mel Ice. May he rest in peace. DJ Mel Ice ended up becoming my DJ for when I started the group The Nomads before I was in the Arsonists. But he ended up passing away. May he rest in peace. He was, one of my good friends, good dude. Ended up working for a record label that signed Shabazz and a few others. But there's Mel Ice right there with King Son, the great King Son, Righteous But Ruthless, dope MC, dope dude, real dude, King Son. John Milburn, man, good to see you, baby. Have a good week, and I hope to see you on Friday, man. Have a good week. Have a good evening. Yes, Spoon, you got that. This what's up, Edwin. I'll apologize for him, man. Eclipse was actually a better employee than I was. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, next. I had to pick this because every time I see a clip of this person, first of all, to me, this is one of the most important musicians to ever touch planet Earth, an icon. Eon, thank you, baby. Let me see what you're saying, Eon. Oh, okay, Eon. Yo, Eon, DM me on Instagram. Let me get the information. Let's see if we can make something happen, okay? Make sure you DM me on Instagram. That's where, because I don't really mess with the Facebook like that. And obviously here, I can't, there's no DM. So go to my Instagram page and shoot me a DM. Or send an email to management@qunique.com and they'll get it to me. management@q-unique.com. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Eamon. Okay. Every time I see a clip of this person, I have to stop. I have to watch. I'm talking about Jimi Hendrix, man. I'm talking about one of the greatest, if not the greatest, number one guitar player of all time. Jimi Hendrix experienced, Are You Experienced, very psychedelic, Purple Haze, Manic Depression, Hey Joe, Lover Confusion, May This Be Love, I Don't Live Today, The Wind That Cries Mary, Fire, Third Stone from the Sun, Foxy Lady, Are You Experienced, just crammed with iconic, important songs with arguably one of the most sickest guitar players we have. Every time I see a clip of him on Instagram, I'm just dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded. And I went to the grave in Seattle. May Jimi Hendrix rest in eternal peace. Much love to Jimi Hendrix and the rest of the Experience, the entire band. Just brilliant, man. Left-handed genius. Left-handed genius. Okay, this is a two-parter. Oh, snap! Thank God that was empty. Okay, so we're gonna start. This is a two-parter. Comic duo genius, we could all agree. Weed icons, talking about Cheech and Chong right here. The Big Bamboo, right? Now, what's special about this is the gatefold. You got Cheech and Chong right there, young Cheech and Chong. And what's dope is it's got like a big rolling paper, like when you would buy the bamboo sheets back in the day. My pops used to roll his joints on bamboo paper right there. So crazy, man. And I still got this. This was part of my pops' collection. I jacked it from him. Big bamboo, right? So crazy. Thank you, Jordan. Yes, please smash that like button. Let's see that. So for all my weed heads, but thank you, Thomas. But I picked this up because I also have the Metal Fingers Special Herbs joint, which people don't even realize is a salute to the Cheech and Chong. And I'll show you why. I'm going to put the Cheech and Chong down because here, when you open the gatefold, you got the rolling papers, just like the Cheech and Chong joint. Look at that. Got a picture of, look, the same layout as Cheech and Chong. He was given a tip of the hat to Cheech and Chong. Right there, boom. So dope, right? Mad love, rest in peace to the great MF Doom right there. Such a sick tip to the hat with Cheech and Chong and MF Doom. So cool. Such a dope connection, man. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's keep it going. Okay, yes. All right, I had to pick this. This is an original pressing, and I had to pick this because to me, this starts my brainwaves into the journey of becoming qunique. Obviously, there's music before it that I was a fan of and I was a student of, and I'll get into that in a second. But I'm talking about Criminal Minded, an original pressing, B-Board Records, Criminal Minded. This album is extremely important to my career. I could not get enough of this album. I must have popped 5 cassette tapes on this. I do not own an original press cassette, but I do own the CDs. I own the box set on CD. I own the keychain that's in the shape of a 9mm pistol. But this album with the great Scott LaRock, may he rest in peace, KRS, a young KRS-One, and it is co-produced, for those that don't know, by Said G from the Ultramagnetics. Such a crazy fact right there. I love this album. And what I was getting at, later, Mondo. Talk to you later, baby. Have a good dinner. So what I was getting at was, yes, of course, I was a fan of Run DMC and LL Cool J and, you know, songs. You know, when I was a kid, I loved hip hop, but I didn't, you know, when I didn't make the connection of wanting to become an MC, I was just a fan. So I just marveled at, as a kid, you just marvel at LL Cool J and Run DMC and what came before them, like Melly Mel and Treacherous 3 and all of them, you know, like Furious 5, Cold Crush. I didn't know much about it, but like until Crazy Legs really like educated me, I knew the songs, but this was the one that like this Follow Leader, Long Live the Cane is what plugged me into the system of saying to myself, this is my mission, this is my journey. Criminal Minded, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Jay Freedom, you know the deal. You know the deal. 1 second, let me get. So before I get far ahead, I just showed you the comparisons of the Cheech and Chong and MF Doom, right? We just looked at that. So I had to dig and get the original first pressing of MF Doom's Doomsday on Fondulum Records. This is the original pressing, not the re-release. This is what came out first. Right there, there's MF Doom, right? Boom. Fondulum Records got it on there on the side there. Shout out to Bobito. Rest in peace, Zubrock. Rest in peace, MF Doom. Let me see. Not even color. This is an original pressing. You could see the Fondulum joint right there. Just a dope album to have. You know what I mean? All right, let's keep it moving. All right. Looks like we're getting to the last two of the crate. So what we got, we dug in. And this was actually a Stutter's pick, and that is the Battle Breaks from Wild Stylist featuring DJ Babu and, of course, my homie Rhett Matic. I had to show this for Rhett and the whole Beat Junkies family right there. For those of y'all that are into y'all scratching and all of that, you would definitely want to pick one of these up so you could go back and forth and have all of the sound effects that you need and all of that. But Wild Stylist is a definite must-have. There's so many others that Cuba put out and other crews that have put out their own battle breaks. I know DJ Eclipse put out one called Fracture Breaks. So definitely this is a little bit of a throwback right there. And last but not least, from the vinyl pick this episode, we'll do another one of these episodes, is just randomly picking one of the ultimate breaks and beats. And I picked this because people don't realize how important this whole collection is to hip hop. A lot of the crack era and 90s hip hop come from sampling this collection. Obviously, certain producers would change that, like Q-Tip, like Diamond D, like Showbiz, when they saw that people were going into this collection way too much, so they decided to dig elsewhere. But in the beginning, shout out to my homie Breakbeat Lou, of course, you have Ultimate Breaks and Beats, a very, very important collection to own. This is just one of the collection right there. So I don't know who they were drawing on the cover, man, but it's such a sick throwback drawing, man, for reals. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my vinyl collection. Am I getting stuck? Because it's showing on my screen. Hey, yo, Stutters, it's showing that I'm stuck over here, man. I don't know what the deal is. If the internet just froze me, Let me know, please. Because I'm frozen right here. Well, while we're waiting to see what's going on, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, yo! Okay. Yo, there's a lag. Stutters. There's a lag. Do I press come right back? Yo, give me a second, y'all. I gotta figure out what's going on. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, y'all. I don't know what happened. We caught a lag. That sucks because it freeze frames. All right. Here we go, y'all. We're gonna open this. It's never been opened. Shrink wrapped and all of that. Yo MTV rap cards from the 90s. And we're gonna bust out. We're gonna bust out a pack. Do a little reveal. I'm not gonna open every pack, just one. I got my little samurai letter opener right there. All right, let's get that over there. Oh, snap. That's crazy, right? I just opened it like nothing. So let's put it in display form first. So if back in the 90s, you would go to the store, this is what you would see. That's pretty cool, right? I might have to keep this just for that. Put it in the glass case, right? That'd be sick. That'd be sick, son. Joe Sykes, no doubt. What up, homie? Yo, son. I had to open it, Joe. I had to open it. All right, I got a pack. We're going to do a reveal right now, son. All right, look. We opening. Sorry, Joe. We opening them. All right. Boom, here we go. First, off the bat. Now, remember what I told you. All my doubles now. Because I got a lot of Yo MTV rap cards. So when you place an order, a specific order at qunique.com, q-unique.com, if you order the qunique tag shirt, the Vengeance is Mine coin, the Vengeance is Mine CD, the Vengeance is Mine poster, the Between Heaven and Hell poster, the Mechanic CD, the Arsonist pin, those are the only things you can order to get a little stack of Yo MTV rap cards plus whatever stickers I throw in. So just a little incentive. EPMD right there, baby. #1 pick right there from out of Strong Island, baby. I got doubles of this, so this is going to somebody. Bill Shapiro, the 07, what's the deal, son? Next. We got LL Cool J is hard as hell. Boom. LL Cool J from Queens, Farmers Boulevard. One of the greatest, if not considered the GOAT. Oh, snap. Public Enemy, P.E., Chuck D, Flavor Flav, Professor Griff, the S1Ws, Terminator X, DJ Soul, all here. Public Enemy, straight out from Strong Island as well. Babylon. Thank you, Bill Shapiro. That's what's up. That's what's up, Gorilla. Next up, Young MC. There we go. Young MC, y'all. What was the joint? We're all in the same gang. I guess he was the he participated. Oh, we're all in the same gang. That's right. That's right. Boom, right there. Young MC. Bust the move. Yeah, boy. 3 times dope. Another, I wonder if I have this card. 3 times dope from out of Philly. My favorite song from them, what was the name of that song? Funky Dividends. That was my favorite 3 times dope joint right there. Out of Philly. The great Run DMC from out of Hollis, Queens. Iconic. There's so much more could be said about one of the most important hip-hop groups ever. A word, I didn't know that. I never pulled a head PE card, man. That's crazy. Belle Biv DeVoe, remember they were from the group New Edition first, before they went off and created like a pop R&B hip hop group known as Belle Biv DeVoe with the song Poison. Of course, a Brooklyn superhero, iconic, one of the most important, Big Daddy Kane. One of the greatest of all time, Big Daddy Kane, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we got to get into this guy because we mentioned him earlier. I know some of y'all are going to be buying merch just so y'all could get one of these. And I'm talking about a Vanilla Ice card. There we go, my man Vanilla Ice in the building. There we go. Saving that for whoever's placing an order, son. And lastly, and I'm hyped that this is the last card in the deck. We brought him up earlier while I was looking through the vinyl, and that is Eric B. and Rakim, the God Rakim and Eric B., the 18th letter, baby. There we go. From Wyandanch, Long Island, the great Rakim. And we ended on that note. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my Yo MTV Raps pick. Big Pun, Vanilla. Yes, 07. I actually heard about I never got to see Vanilla Ice perform with his band. I know I've never seen Vanilla Ice live in my life, but I did get to meet him one time backstage, and he was actually a cool dude, so I can't really hate on him, man. So that's it for, first of all, thank you guys. First of all, thank you for your support. Wait, let me get into this. My man Stutters came in the room. Where we at? Let me see if I could get it. Yo, Stutters, where do I go to that, man? I forgot where I go. I forgot how I show. Oh, there we go. It says remove those, Stutters. Does that mean it's already up? I don't get it. So we're going to look at it like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you go to qunique.com, wait, it's not showing it, though. There we go. Boom. Okay. There we go. So when you go to qunique.com, you click on the shop right there. And like I said, if you order any of these items right here, the QUnique tag shirt, Vengeance is Mine CD, the Vengeance is Mine 20th anniversary challenge coin, Vengeance is Mine poster, Between Heaven and Hell poster, the Mechanic CD, and the Arsonist pin, you order any of those, you get things signed, and on top of that, you get a little stack of Yo MTV rap cards along with your purchase. So that's what I was talking about with that. And thank you for your support ahead of time. Along with thank you for all your support with the super chats and the super stickers and the super gifts. Of course, if this is your first time here, please hit the like and subscribe button. Again, I appreciate it. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Justin, I have somebody that but I get notified of every orders because I got to come in and sign. So, but certain orders I don't get to sign, like the QUnique designer rhyme shirts and the stuff that's on sale on Amazon. I can't sign those. Obviously, they're in different factories, but nonetheless, the designer rhyme shirts are dope, and the stuff on Amazon is equally as dope as well. Black Sabbath definitely matters, of course. But Justin, just to answer your question, I get to see the orders, especially the ones that I mentioned before they go out, because I got to sign stuff and make sure that stuff is in the packaging. So just, that's the deal with that. Hopefully that's enough information for you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. And I've been on my promo shit. We're about to hit the mic booth. And, we're going to throw down. So let's get into it. Yo, Stutters, I need you at the helm right now. Let's get to the mic booth and let's have some fun. Thank y'all for being in the show today. I appreciate y'all. Let's do it. One, two. I need you to turn up the vocals a little bit. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. We promoting today, baby. 1, 2, 1, 2. Shout out to everybody that came through. Thank you for your love and support, baby.